Dive into the world of scams in Barcelona and discover how to sidestep them. Barcelona, a city known for its rich culture and breathtaking architecture, is generally a safe haven for tourists. However, it's not without its share of tricksters waiting to play their hand. Common scams range from pickpocketing to more elaborate ruses like distraction techniques, bag snatching, and fake accommodation listings. Take a stroll down the wrong alley, and you might find yourself playing a losing game of three-card Monty or buying dancing dolls that, well, don't quite dance. The key to a safe, enjoyable visit? Vigilance and common sense. Keep your belongings secure, be wary of strangers offering unsolicited help or services, and always verify the legitimacy of your accommodations. And remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. So buckle up as we navigate through the deceptive streets of Barcelona. First on our list, the infamous three-card Monty. This scam is a classic street hustle that's been fooling tourists for years. Here's how it works. The scammer, who's usually a skilled sleight-of-hand artist, places a small P under one of three cups. The cups are then shuffled around swiftly and the tourist is asked to guess which cup hides the P. Sounds simple, right? But here's the catch. The scammer uses their skills to trick the eye, making it virtually impossible for you to track the P. And to make matters worse, they usually have a minimum bet of 50 euros. That's right, 50 euros to play a game you're almost guaranteed to lose. And just when you think you've got a handle on their tricks, there's another layer to this scam. The scammer often works with accomplices who pose as random spectators. These fake spectators play the game and win, giving the impression that it's possible to beat the odds. But don't be fooled. These are all part of the act designed to lure you into betting your money. So, the next time you're in Barcelona, or anywhere else for that matter, and you see a crowd gathering around a game of three-card Monty, be wise and keep your wallet safe. Remember, the house always wins in this game. So remember, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Next up, the enchanting dancing dolls. Now these aren't your average toy store dolls. These dolls are quite the performers, dancing and jumping to the rhythm of the music. They seem to come alive in the hands of the street sellers, stealing the show and the hearts of many unsuspecting tourists. But folks, here's the catch. It's all just an illusion, a well-crafted trick. The dolls you see dancing are not autonomous. They are manipulated by a hidden line, skillfully tied and controlled by the scammer. The dolls you buy, unfortunately, lack this puppeteer. They are just ordinary dolls, incapable of the lively dance you just witnessed. These scammers are masters of deception. They make the dolls dance, twirl and jump, creating an irresistible spectacle. But when you take that doll home, all you're left with is a lifeless toy, a souvenir of the scam you fell for. Now, these sellers are as elusive as their dancing dolls. They have a knack for vanishing into thin air the moment they spot the police. They disappear, leaving nothing but the echo of the music and the memory of the dancing dolls. But don't be fooled. They always come back, ready to enchant another crowd, ready to sell another lifeless doll. The dancing dolls scam is one of the many illusions you'll encounter on the streets of Barcelona. It's a reminder that things aren't always as they seem. So, next time you see a doll dancing to the beat, remember the hidden strings. Remember it's just a trick, an illusion meant to deceive. Beware, not all that glitters is gold. Another scam, the ever-present threat of pickpocketing. Now this is a scam that doesn't rely on a clever trick or an elaborate ruse. Instead, it preys on distraction and opportunity. In Barcelona, like in many bustling cities around the world, pickpocketing is a common occurrence, especially in crowded locations. The modus operandi is simple. These skilled thieves blend into the crowd, their eyes scanning for any signs of vulnerability. An unzipped bag, a loosely held purse, a mobile phone peeking out of a pocket. These are all invitations for a swift, stealthy theft. Before you know it, your wallet's gone, your purse has been lightened, or your phone has found a new owner. The key to avoiding this unfortunate experience is vigilance. Be aware of your surroundings, especially in crowded areas like markets, tourist hotspots, and public transportation. Keep your belongings secure and within your sight. Use theft-proof bags if possible and avoid keeping valuables in easily accessible pockets. Do not let your guard down when strangers approach you, even if they seem friendly or helpful. Distraction is a pickpocket's best friend. They might work in pairs or groups where one distracts you with a question, a map, or a spilled drink, while another swiftly and silently relieves you of your valuables. Remember, it's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. These thieves are professionals and they're good at what they do, but with a little extra caution and a lot of common sense, you can make sure they leave empty-handed. So whether you're admiring the beauty of La Sagrada Familia, navigating the bustling Las Ramblas, or simply enjoying a café con leche at a busy cafe, remember to keep your belongings close and your attention closer. Moving on to another pitfall to watch out for in Barcelona, the fake taxi scams. This is another crafty way scammers exploit tourists. Picture this: after a long, tiring day of exploring the city, you hail a taxi to get back to your hotel. The driver, friendly and seemingly helpful, insists on taking a shortcut that ultimately ends up being a longer route, resulting in a hefty fare on the meter. Or, you might encounter a driver who charges exorbitant rates, claiming them to be the standard taxi fares in Barcelona. The trick here is to always ensure you're using licensed taxis. Check for official identification and fare charts, which are typically displayed in legitimate taxis. And with today's technology, it's easier than ever to estimate the cost and the route of your trip beforehand. So, don't let a fake taxi ride ruin your Barcelona experience. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and ensure your journey in this beautiful city remains untainted by such scams. In our next video, we will continue our journey through the darker alleys of Barcelona. So stay tuned, and remember to always stay safe. Lastly, let's explore another common scam you might come across in Barcelona: the fake police scams. This scam uniquely leverages your trust in law enforcement. Here's the deceptive plot. While you're absorbed in the city's vibrant sights and sounds, individuals masquerading as undercover police officers approach you. Claiming to be on a counterfeit money investigation, they demand to check your wallet. In the ensuing confusion, they skillfully snatch some of your cash, leaving you oblivious until much later. To counter this, we will touch on how to avoid falling prey to this scam. The first line of defense is to demand identification. Authentic officers would willingly show their badges. Furthermore, remember that it is not standard procedure for officers to scrutinize your wallet for counterfeit currency in plain daylight. Let's spend a moment to grasp this situation better. In no circumstance should you surrender your wallet to a stranger, even if they purport to be law enforcement. You are entirely within your rights to question their motives, particularly if they appear dubious. In Barcelona, as with any grand city, there will always be individuals aiming to exploit others. But don't let this scare you away from the magic of the city. Stay vigilant, informed, and keep your possessions safe. We trust that this information will arm you against scams and aid you in having an enjoyable, scam-free experience in Barcelona. So enjoy your next travel to Barcelona, but keep alert to everything around you to avoid any possible scam described in this video, or even different ones. Stay safe, subscribe, leave your comments, and watch the other videos in the channel.